A privately conserved area refers to a land plot owned by any type of private actor and conserved de facto. The landowner voluntarily retains the management authority and the responsibility for the conservation outcomes, while the accountability to the wider society is often limited. When truly managed as protected areas, these provide public benefits. Private governance is the most unusual type of governance identified in Eastern European countries. It was found only in 4 countries across the region. The Wolf Private Nature Reserve and the Lynx Nature Reserve are 2 protected areas in Slovakia, managed by the Wolf organization. The reserves are basically old-growth and natural forests where the predominant tree species are beech, sycamore and fir, with scattered Norway maple, elm, birch and the rare Silesian willow. To ensure their proper conservation, Wolf, a conservation NGO, purchased the land within the 2 scientific reserves with the aid of a public fundraising campaign. These scientific reserves are managed according to scientific principles, with the aim to protect the natural processes and by following the national legislation and the IUCN guidelines for this type of protected area. They are registered in the National List of Protected Areas along with other established and officially recognized protected areas in Slovakia.
We are focused in conservation of ecological and evolutionary processes because we believe that this is more important than to protect single species. We are the owners, there is no other owner in those 2 nature reserves. The legal status is reserve, it means this is the highest level of protection in Slovakia. It means there is no logging, no hunting, no other activities. The idea came in a very simple way. There was offer on market to sell the land in the area where we were interested to protect. So we needed to find a way how to buy this land very quickly, and that's how we developed this campaign. The original idea was that if we need to buy 21 hectares of the land where there are more than 11,000 of trees, we can sell single trees per 1,000 Slovak crowns. Now it is 50 euros. So, but there are more trees which we can sell. If we will sell more trees, we can buy more land, not just these 21 hectares. And this is what already happened. We bought more than 100 hectares of the land. Status of those nature reserves is we are doing nothing in those reserves, because if we are doing something, we influence processes which we want to protect. So we are doing nothing. Many times we are in opposite to the government because we are fighting against many activities which government supports. It means when we wanted to establish our nature reserves, they were in opposite to us as well. So, and it has to be agreed by government that this is nature reserve legally. So, but we succeeded after some years of campaign. We just have reporting which is very short.
Repovesi National Park and Aarnikotka Forest Nature Reserve form a large, rugged backwoods region dotted by dozens of clear water lakes. The 2 form the largest protected forest area in southeastern Finland, only a few hours northeast of Helsinki, in the area with the highest density of the population in the country. Aarnikotka Forest Nature Reserve was designated at the request of the UPM company, one of the biggest forest companies in the world.
UPM is a forestry company based in Finland, but actually a global firm. And in Finland they are a big landowner, and they have paper mills and they are on the field of forestry.
Repovesi National Park is established on state land, but with an initial 560 hectares donated by the UPM company for the establishment of the protected area.
The company actually made a decision to donate more than 500 hectares of land to the state to make the establishment of national park.
The nature reserve was designated due to UPM's voluntary initiative on its private land, and it doesn't get any compensations from the state. The most important decision-making body of the Aarnikotkanmetsa Forest Nature Reserve is the steering group, whose chairman is always from UPM.
In case of this Aarnikotka Nature Reserve, there is a governing body or steering committee of 6 members, and there is a representation from Metsähallitus, so Parks and Wildlife Finland, and 2 members from Nature Conservation Authority and 2 members from the owning company, the UPM. The biggest advantage in this model is that the landowner is very committed to the area and actually takes part in every planning and is all the time aware of what is happening.
In Slovakia, conservation areas are not protected properly. We have logging, hunting, building roads in the area of national parks. Even in nature reserves, which are strongly protected areas, there are many permissions every year to different activities. So I think if we add another possibility how to protect nature on private base, it can help.
They are actually only one that the landowner isn't committed to planning the area and other activities. That is the far most important challenge. But in this case, in Aarnikotkanmetsa Nature Reserve, we don't have that problem, so the company is very committed.
Private governance allows strong actors with valuable skills and strong commitment to take over the management and decision-making responsibility for protected areas. Its effectiveness can be improved by collaborative decision-making, public support, transparency and professionalism, as shown in the 2 case studies. The recent rise and growth of privately protected areas worldwide is an opportunity to reach the global conservation targets. The governance patterns in Eastern Europe reflect the global trends, while the lack of tradition and implementation of legal and institutional frameworks induces a much slower pace.